You're in Michigan, so am I. The UAW strike is potentially really damaging to the Michigan economy. It's not good for the American economy if this strike widens. But, you know, Shawn Fain came in as the president of the UAW. He's giving them exactly what they want, demanding huge pay increases, huge benefit increases. But the problem is the auto workers facing Joe Biden's demands for EVs are likely going to have a lot less workers in the years to come because it takes a lot less people to build an EV than it does current vehicles. What are you seeing right now?
Well, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a lot of UAW workers, and remember, they're lower tiered workers. Some of them start at $17 to $20 an hour. They're looking at high inflation over the last 2 or 3 years. They're looking at going out and buying a home or upgrading their home and buying something a little bit bigger, and they're now looking at 7% interest rates. So the cost of a home has exceeded. There's a lot of people that are hurting. You have, 50%, 60% of the American people don't even have $1,000 into an emergency fund. And some of these are going to be UAW workers. So, that's point number one. Point number two that puts the automobile companies in a tough position, and I don't like blasting CEO pay, but excuse me, when the head of Ford is making $20 million a year, Stellantis, the CEO at Stellantis is making $24 million a year, and then Barra at GM, she is making $29 million a year. So basically, these CEOs, they work for a day and a half, and they'll make as much as a UAW worker will make in a year. And then the point that you brought up, all three of these companies are moving, rapidly into electric vehicles where they're not making money, where the UAW is going to have a lot fewer workers. I think it takes 40% less worker hours to build an electrical vehicle than it does to build a traditional vehicle, and that's all being pushed by by government. Incentives for buying an electric vehicle, incentives for people to put in place and build batteries and those types of things. So I think the UAW's got a fairly solid case to go after the big three right now and demand more equity.